an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes, and Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Leaf is out there with Turner, and it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Maker, and it's Galloway in at the 2. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Brogdon outside. The fadeaway, and it's Griffin with the rebound. The Pistons on offense. Lets it go with the 3, and it's Rose. This time the assist by Griffin. Rose has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Pistons. Rose against Brogdon. Griffin with the steal. Turner with the steal. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Warren. Makes it off the glass.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Here's Galloway. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Two.
And he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Myles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015, he has gotten better every single year.
And it goes down 2 points.
Oladipo is a star, and he powers through the contact to convert.
Pass to Griffin. Turnaround Jay. The Pacers pull it in. And Doris, you look at Turner's impact. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Brogdon the pass to Leaf. Outside Warren. Passes it to Leaf. And the three off target. The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Snell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. TJ Warren picks one up. Pistons have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Two.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Brogdon against Rose. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And back in his day, as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And Detroit has possession. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Number 1, Myles Turner.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
2.
First one falls for him. McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. So he gets them both. Now Brogdon. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Oladipo misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Oladipo. Back to Galloway. And there's the pass to Snell. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Snell's got 7.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
Oladipo outside. With some arc. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Oladipo, a very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game last season, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Brogdon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Thon Maker. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Wood, he's checked in for the Pistons. Brogdon hits them both. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Rose, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Myles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Hey, yo, right here.
Oladipo outside. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And Detroit has possession. They lead by 4.
Get going.
Rose scanning the floor. Pass to Galloway. Over Oladipo. And too long on the shot. Pacers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Myles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Here's Rose. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Rose.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. The pass to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Rose. He's got 10. Outside Griffin. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Myles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Turner. And the stretch center in demand. For Myles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Kennard, he's checked in for Detroit. Then for the Pacers, Justin Holiday's checked in for Leaf. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon.
Well, the athleticism that Myles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Trains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Holiday.
Watch the pick.
Back to Turner.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Holiday left side. Here's McDermott. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Griffin kicks to Wood. McDermott with a steal. It's hauled in by Wood. Detroit leading by 4. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Pistons have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Henson's checked in for the Pistons. McRae has come in for Derrick Rose.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Snell. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Here's Turner, following the bucket by the Pistons, and it's in there. Turner's got 9 points.
You can see how comfortable Myles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
Here's McRae, covered by Lamb, and that one good. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
For Myles Turner, so much of this is about confidence. You love to see him convert in there. That is nice.
And very much a modern offensive game for Myles Turner. Doris, not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end to end.
One shot.
Turner no good on the free throw. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the 76ers.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think, Greg, it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Myles Turner consistently looking to shoot the basketball. He forces the defense to make an aggressive play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Turner. Both free throws good from Turner. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Wood. Pass to Kennard. Fires from the line. They get the rebound. And John Henson with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And slam dunk by Lamb.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now here's Henson. The feed now to Snell. That one falls. Snell's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Turner. Here's McDermott. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Kennard, the pass to Wood. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 5. And Holiday has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Passes to Henson. 1:04 left to play here in the first. Now the pass to Snell. Another 3 for Detroit.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here's McConnell. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Lamb. Another shot, knocked away. Here's Wood. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kennard, the pass to Wood, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Now here's Lamb. 1 second left. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 5-point game. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Pacers. Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. The shot by Turner, no good. Pistons leading by 5. Here's Maker. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And Indiana shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The 3-ball. That's good from Lamb on the assist by McConnell. 7 points for Lamb.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Kennard. It's stolen by Lamb. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And that's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Free throw drops for Lamb.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
And Indiana making a change here. Leafs checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Left side, Turner. Over Maker. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Detroit gets called for the foul.
2 shots, foul, 2.
The Pacers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leaf. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Go over it.
Holiday with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Leaf kicks to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. And Maker sends it back. Henson the pass to Maker. He gets it in there.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Warren. The 15-footer. Indiana again missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Henson dishes to Galloway. Back to Henson. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Holiday looking for an opening. Now, here's Oladipo. Defense right on him. The three, nailed from three-point land. Leafs got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Kennard, the pass to Henson. Here's Galloway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to McRae. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Oladipo. He feeds it to Warren. Got a piece of it. Now Maker. The pass to Kennard. Nice ball movement by Detroit. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Kennard's got 8 points. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
It's Turner, high post. Detroit with the rebound.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
McRae, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And it's the Pacers with the ball after the basket by Detroit. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Kennard, guarded by Holiday. Kennard's shot is off. Pacers trail by 3. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Leaf. No good on that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. Down low, here's Henson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fast break, Detroit. Oladipo with the block.
Well, how about the athleticism of Victor Oladipo twice on the pipes?
Outside Holiday. Oladipo outside. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Henson's shot is off.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. For the Pistons, Griffin comes in for Maker. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Indiana also making some changes. Justin Holiday's checked in for Myles Turner, and Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Griffin kicks to Rose. Brogdon with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Warren against Rose. The dish now to Griffin. They get it back. And the layup's good off the glass. Griffin's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Warren. He dishes it to Oladipo. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Brogdon. Pass to Leaf. Brogdon kicks to Warren. That one good for 2. Warren's got 6.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Rose passes to McRae. At the elbow, Griffin. Stolen by Warren. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to... Oh!
Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Rose passes to Henson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Detroit making a switch here. Snell's checked in. No luck that time either. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Get it going.
McDermott kicks to Leaf. Lamb against Rose. Here's Brogdon. Stolen by Henson. Passes it to Rose. Here's Snell. And here is Henson. He has 6. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now here's Brogdon. And a wide open look for Lamb. No good. That would have tied it. Here's Kennard, covered by Lamb. Lets a floater go. The shot's good from Kennard. And now a 5-point Piston lead. Rose against Brogdon. The pass to Leaf. Stolen away. Griffin finds Rose.
Watch the pick.
It's rebounded by Indiana. Leafs got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Lamb. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've gotten away from the inside game this quarter. It was working well for them in the first. They should get back to that game plan, work it inside, and punish the D down low.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Christian Wood comes in for Henson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Kennard.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Wood. Galloway kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wood, and stolen by McConnell. Fast break, here comes Indiana. Lamb leading the charge.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Outside Rose, passes to Galloway. Feeds it to Griffin. It's hauled in by Leaf. Leafs got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Leafs got it all tied up now for the Pacers. Right side Rose, steps back and fires. And he comes up with the deuce. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pistons ahead. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Indiana trailing here. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Maker. And it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And he knocks down the first one. Brogdon hits them both. Detroit's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Left side, Griffin. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Griffin. Sinks that one from the post. Griffin's got 8 points.
And shaking off the D like it isn't even there. Griffin's inside game is so advanced.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. It's still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Here's Rose, And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 16 points for him.
Well, you love to see Derrick Rose from the guard position make himself a factor on the glass and finish. That is nicely done.
Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Maker. And the pass to Galloway. Pass to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Boy, don't you love how Derrick Rose resurrected his career last season. What a surprise and a bright spot for the T-Wolves. He looked like a completely rejuvenated player.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Wow, the remarkable speed of Victor Oladipo. Put it on the deck and get right to the cup.
Rose dishes to Griffin. Fades away. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Pass to Brogdon. The kick out to Oladipo. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Griffin finds Rose. It counts, and the foul.
That's was good.
It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
Shooting one.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
Here's Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Myles Turner. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots.
Shooting 2.
He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
The first one falls.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And so he hits both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Holiday against Rose. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Indiana again missing. Pistons leading by 4. Griffin kicks to Rose. Back to Griffin. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Galloway, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
What a night for Victor Oladipo. Boy, when he gets rolling, it is hard to slow him down.
To the inside. Here's Snell. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You can see that T.J. Warren has no problem playing through contact or around multiple bodies. How about the power?
Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA. That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Indiana again missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
The offensive rebound, Rose. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
I'd say he gets on a roll, you better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
Holiday, the pass to Oladipo. From 13, here's Turner. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Myles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Rose passes to McCray. Inside. Banked in off the glass. Maker's got 5 now. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Turner. Rose with the rebound.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Maker with the ball, picked up by Turner. Snell, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Detroit, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
For the Pistons, Christian Woods checked in for Griffin. And it's Kennard in for McCray. And the Pacers also making a change. McConnell's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2.
A moment now to see the stats for Turner. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, over 2.5 blocks and 7 rebounds. And on both ends of the floor, he's a guy they look for to take up space inside.
Well, certainly with the rebounding, with the ability to block shots, basically he does all the dirty work, so the other guys can look pretty.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the Pistons now. Outside Rose. Passes it to Kennard. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Kennard's got 14 points.
Look, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
McConnell kicks to Warren. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's Kennard, guarded by Holiday. Outside Warren. There's the pass to McConnell. Back to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And Maker sends it back. And now the Pistons fast break. Pull-up jumper. Kennard's shot is off. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. On the wing, Holiday. McConnell passes to Warren. Puts it up from 15. Again, the miss by Warren. Detroit's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And stolen by McConnell. Now the Pacers moving it up. Turner leading the charge. Here's Warren. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, T.J. Warren is terrific at using his frame to become a factor on the glass. I love it.
Rose in the post. He's covered by McConnell. Rose gets the bucket. And it's the Pacers with the ball. McConnell scanning the floor. Shoots from the right block, and Maker sends it back. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Doug McDermott comes in for T.J. Warren, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Aaron Holiday. And that one misses. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Turner. Fades. Rebound, Detroit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Rose passes to Snell. Tries again, and the shot is good. Woods got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Lamb. Softly drops in the floater.
Timeout.
16 points for him.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Justin Holiday. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Malcolm Brogdon, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
So it's the Pistons now. The lead is 2. To the paint, here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's McDermott, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I think I like the skill set of Doug McDermott. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he's got tremendous range.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two.
He misses the free throw. John Henson's checked in for Maker. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Now, here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle, stolen by Henson. Out left to the wing. Five on the clock. Releases. The Pistons keeping it alive, a new 14.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Malcolm Brogdon. Good season for him last year. First in free throw percentage, and you look at his three-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. The Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pacers trail by 7. 1:15 left to play in the third. Brogdon outside. And it's blocked. And they're pushing it up. Kennard's shot is off. Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 7th assist in the game. And stolen by McConnell. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Yes! And the foul. That one on Rose.
Well, you love Myles Turner at that size to be able to move that fluidly and get an easy bucket in transition.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Turner. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. A 2-point game. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Got a piece of it. And stolen by McConnell. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Here's McDermott and finished off by McDermott.
Well, we know that Doug McDermott will run the floor hard in transition, trying to get himself into position to finish.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Detroit Pistons. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Leaf is out there with Doug McDermott. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's McConnell in at the point. Here's Rose. That shot off, so Indiana will take it the other way. Brogdon outside. Outside, Lamb. Back to Brogdon to take the lead. Rebound, Detroit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Lamb passes to Leaf. Now Lamb. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Pistons. Woods got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Griffin. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
And, guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Here's Oladipo. No good that time. Rose with some nice D. Here's Galloway. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Leaf. Oladipo outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. They need this. Rose with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Detroit leading by 7.
Watch Derek.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 27.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there, 11 feet away. Rebounded by the Pistons. Woods got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Galloway. It's blocked. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And that sends Blake Griffin to the free throw line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1 3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
The free throw off from Griffin.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career. And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Pistons.
Kennard, the pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Leaf. Leaf's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low, Oladipo. Goes up again, and it's blocked. They retain possession.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Rebounded by Lamb. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They trail by 9 points. Here's McDermott, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
Rose dishes to Galloway, passes it to Griffin. Here's Rose. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. That's 29 points for Rose.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the inside, McDermott. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Pistons leading by 7. Rose passes to Wood, kicks to Griffin. To the left wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you, one of these guys who just specializes in drawing contact from the defender. Derrick Rose, always attacking.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Thon Maker's checked in for the Pistons. Tony Snell comes in for Luke Kennard. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's T.J. Warren in for Jeremy Lamb. And so he makes both from the line.
Timeout.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Gotta like what Rose has done in this one so far.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
You simply must respect the mid-range game of Victor Oladipo. When given the opportunity, he will capitalize.
Here's Maker and the dunk by Maker.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And so here is Indiana. 9-point game. Oladipo with the ball. Rebound by the Pistons. Galloway has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
And the dunk by Maker.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Brogdon with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. To the paint. Here's Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Turner's got 24.
Well, 6'11", 255 pounds. Myles Turner using that size to his advantage.
Rose double-teamed. Dishes it to Maker. Here's Griffin. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Griffin's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And he gets it back.
Come get it, right here, right here.
Maker with the ball. He's against Turner. 4 on the clock. Here's Galloway. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
And he banks in the layup. Rose has got 33.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Indiana again, turning it over.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
He kicks it to Snell. Right side, Griffin. Back to Snell. 6 to shoot. The tray. The shot comes out. Pacers trail by 14. Outside Warren. Oladipo outside. The pass to Turner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pistons leading by 14. Rose passes to Maker. Galloway kicks to Rose.
I see him. I see him. Watch the screen.
Pass to Griffin. From 17 feet out, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Rose.
Well, that ability of Myles Turner to draw that foul to me is about him carving space on the interior. Really well done.
Two.
And he makes the first.
Go, baby.
Well, Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
Oladipo against Rose, and finished off by Oladipo.
Boy, Victor Oladipo gets a step and leaves no doubt. Look out below, gentlemen.
Galloway, the pass to Maker. Outside Griffin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. Blake Griffin hits them both. Pacers trail by 12.
Hey, watch Oladipo.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Turner, and he uses the glass on the layup. Turner's got 28.
Myles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're leading by 10. 1:58 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They had dropped two straight leading into this one and did not want to lose three in a row. Here's Rose. At the elbow, Griffin. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Turner passes to Warren. Now Oladipo. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Oladipo's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Brogdon against Rose. Double team on Rose. Here's Griffin. That shot no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Turner finds Warren. Here's Oladipo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Rose.
Well, we know that Victor Oladipo is a combo guard, meaning he can play the 1 and the 2. What I like is how impressive his overall game is and the fearlessness with which he plays. Wow.
2.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Oladipo hits them both.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Myles Turner.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Oladipo outside.
Get through.
Shot from 16. Goes back up. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, it's amazing. Galloway completely unheralded before catching on with the Knicks. This is the guy who was the first ever call-up from their D-League affiliate, and he's showing he belongs. Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Warren. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Leave kicks to Oladipo. Warren on the wing. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Pistons. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Get on break.
Outside Griffin. And so it's Detroit with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.